Okay, guys, today we will discuss the basic definitions in the system of limits, fits, tolerance, and the gauging. Okay, before studying the limits, fits, and the tolerance, it is necessary to understand the following basic terms. So, what are the basic terms here? For the first one is what? Nominal size. Nominal size. So in the what it is nominal size, nothing but what it is used for the purpose of identification of the component. It is used to purpose for the identification of the component, and it is the size by which it is specified in the drawing as a matter of convenience. As a matter of convenience, it is a size which is specified in the drawing. For whatever example, here it is a hole. We are taking a hole and the shaft. Hole, nothing is not. It is a hole with a nothing but hollow hole here. This is a shaft. Either we have to insert like this hole, we have to move the shaft in this gap, or else we have to keep the shaft in this direction. We have to put the hole in this direction. That we will see it in the next videos, in the upcoming related to the limits and fits. Now we are taking with respect to the hole. Hole is what the actual size is what here to here from this line. This is what the actual size. Nothing but what actual size of the hole. And here we are taken a from here we are taken one line. This line we can call as a what? Zero line. We are taken one line here. This line we can call it as a what? Zero line. Okay. From the hole, from the bottom here to here, the whole distance is there, right? Here to here we can call it as a what? Minimum limit of size. From here to top, this one we can here we are made it one shaded portion, right? Like this. This is what the tolerance. So this is the minimum limit, and this is what from basic line to the top one we can call it as a what? Maximum limit. This is for what? Hole. And for the shaft, from here, from the basic size line here to here is what? We are taken it as a minimum, and from here to from the top line, this line we can call it as a for what? Maximum limit of size. This is for what? For shaft, and this is for hole. Now we are taken with respect to what? This is what the basic size. Basic size nothing but what is it? It is a standard size of the component with reference to which all the limits of variation of the size are found. All the with reference to all the limits of variation of size are found nothing but what? It is same for both hole and the shaft. For hole also the basic size is the zero line is common for hole and for the shaft. This is very important one. Now then what is the actual size? Actual size is not, it is a measured size. Here from here to here it is a measured size of the component. It gives the actual deviation from the size given in the drawing. Okay, then actual deviation nothing but what? Actual deviation is what? Another one. Second one is what? Basic size we have discussed. It is a standard size of the component with reference to which all the limits of variations of size are to be found. Okay, and third one we are discussed regarding the what is the actual size. Actual size nothing but what? This much. And the last nothing but what? Actual deviation. Actual deviation nothing but what is the difference between the actual size and the basic size. So basic size is what? Actual size. The difference is what? The actual deviation. Okay, and the next one, upper deviation. It's very important one. Upper deviation nothing but what? It is a difference between the maximum limit of the size and the basic limit. Maximum size nothing but what? Here is the maximum limit from here to here. Yes or no? From here to here. So the difference between this to this line is nothing but up to zero line. This is what? The upper deviation. So the lower deviation nothing but what? From this line to the zero line. This is what we can call as what? Lower deviation. So this is the lower deviation, this is the upper deviation. Upper deviation refers to what? Maximum limit to the zero line. Maximum limit to the zero line, and minimum limit to the zero line we can call it as what? Lower deviation. Zero line nothing but what? Basic size. nothing but what? Minimum limit to the basic size. Minimum limit to the basic size we can call it as what? Lower deviation, and maximum limit to the basic size we can call it as a upper deviation for what? Whole, with respect to whole. Next, so upper deviation and the lower deviation. Now it is very important regarding with respect to the zero line. Zero line nothing but what? It is corresponding to the basic line. This is a line corresponding to the basic size. Line corresponding to the basic size. Line corresponding to the basic size we can call it as what? Zero line. It's a graphical representation of limits, fits. Okay, it's a graphical in the graphical representation of limits and fits. All the deviation are shown as per the zero line. It is very important. This is zero line is very important. In the graphical representation of any limits, fits, the deviation has to be shown from the as per the zero line. Okay, the positive deviation are above the zero line. So if I taken any positive deviation, means the line above the zero line above values we can call it as what? Positive deviation, and zero line below the deviation we can call it as a what? Negative deviation. Yes or no? Okay, in that zero line we are having a two. We will get one is what? Positive deviation, and then negative deviation. Positive means what? Above zero line, and negative deviation is what? Below zero line. Okay, and the last definitions we can call it as what? Hole and the shaft. Hole and shaft. So hole is used for what? Hole is used to specify the internal feature of the component. Hole specify what? Internal feature of the component. Internal feature of the component. Whereas shaft to specify the external feature. Specify the external feature of the component. This is regarding the in short video of the what? The basic definitions of what? Basic definitions before studying the limits, fits and all. These are the basic terms and basic definitions regarding the this one regarding the hole, shaft. By taking the hole and shaft, we are making one nominal size. Nominal size is what? Purpose of identification of the component. It's overall it is a size by which is specified in a drawing. What are the dimension is specified in the drawing? That size we can call as a what? Nominal size we are taken. And the second one we are having a basic size. It is a standard size of the component from here to here, basic size. And the third one we are taken, it is actual size. It is a measured size of the component. And the actual deviation nothing but what? Difference between actual minus basic. And the upper deviation nothing but what? From maximum limit to the basic size, nothing but from here to here. And the minimum lower deviation nothing but what? Minimum limit to the zero line, that is basic size.